Morning, how do you do? With the F.B.I. You have a couple minutes while I'm talking?
Your name is
Beckwith.
Beckwith?
Right.
And your name is
Fulton.
Fulton.
Right.
From which,
New York.
New York. There's
only one.
only one here.
This is probably what you assumed we came for, to obtain any information you want to give us about the Muslims.
I didn't assume anything.
No, that's a very general statement on my part, but as you know, we follow the activities of the Muslims as best we can. But we're always looking for new avenues of information, and who better than the head of the Muslims. At least up till about a month ago or something like that.
You're wondering, how's your suspension status?
No one knows but Mr. Muhammad. You have to ask him.
You're still in the status as of now. I mean, you're not working now, or teaching now at all.
Well, I'm still under the suspension.
That's what I meant.
That's a temporary thing, as far as we know.
He's the only one who can give out any information on it.
Yeah.
I couldn't say anything beyond what he has said.
Yeah, I think he has said that it's a temporary suspension. I'll be frank with you, one of the reasons we picked this particular time to contact you is because of this suspension.
Suspension was brought about by my own doing.
Yeah, exactly. But who knows what was in your mind when you did receive the suspension. In other words, bitterness could have entered into it. It would not be illogical for someone to have spent so many years doing something then be suspended.
No, it should make him stronger because it makes him realize that law applies to the law enforcer as well as those who are under the enforcement of the enforcer.
Well, you've taken nearly a perfect attitude toward the thing, which is almost unhuman, really. I mean, you've taken the attitude that...
Now, that was the FBI secret recording of the FBI trying to get Malcolm to give up any kind of information. In other words, turn him out so he could be the informant. We're going to, deal with this right now. In my last video, I told you who I was in my relationship with the Nation of Islam and my uncle's relationship with Malcolm, my mother's relationship with Malcolm. My mother worked right alongside of Malcolm. She knows Malcolm. She's now deceased, but we used to talk about him, I know things that Pharaoh don't know. And a whole lot of other brothers and sisters don't know. See, Malcolm stayed in the proximity of Detroit, and his whole family, brothers and everything, they worked around here, lived here. So everybody wants to believe the FBI now. They went to the FBI files. Like the FBI can't manipulate the files. They manipulated the files when it came down to Master Pharaoh Muhammad. They manipulated the files when it came down to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, the clan and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, this is where Pharaoh put a spin on the meetings that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had with the Klan. What the deal was, the Klan didn't believe in integration. Integration was not in the Klan's plan to integrate with black people. Elijah Muhammad don't want to integrate. He want to separate. It's unnatural for two different species to try to procreate. For example, you don't see the robins mating with the sparrows. You don't see the pigeons trying to make babies with a robin. They want to keep their species pure. And the Klan didn't want their species to mingle or to mate with the black people. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, I'm going to keep my people away from your people. Cause I was looking at some farmland down there. And we're not going to mingle with you. But what Pharaoh don't know is that when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad got some farms in the region of the Klan started killing the cows, killing the stock. And the brothers wanted to retaliate and make war on the Klan. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told them no, because we ain't in no shape to make war on the Klan. The Klan got the government on their side. They got the guns. Matter of fact, the Klan told the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that we ain't going to be wearing these sheets. We're going to put on a blue uniform and a badge. That's how we're going to get your ass. See, y'all young ones don't like the Nation of Islam because someone told you not to like them. Because you wasn't back there in those days, and you don't know one thing about the Nation of Islam hanging their own people, killing their own people. But you never heard about the Klan hanging their own people. Hanging black people. They probably hang their people too if they found out they was in a relationship with a black man. But the Klan hung black people on trees. So your beef with the Nation of Islam is a false beef. But why is young Pharaoh doing this? Next time you see a young Pharaoh in a mixed martial art bout, you see his manager is Caucasian, probably a Jew, spinning his head, and his whole corner is Caucasian. Now we got some bad brothers like Kalinde IA. That's Miss Martial Arts. He worked in Hollywood, training a whole lot of brothers like Wesley Snipes and doing fight scenes, you know. I bet you Pharaoh don't know nothing about that brother. Because Pharaoh is not, he not true to black consciousness. There's a whole lot of old school brothers that been in the community teaching. Because Brother Kalinde, he's a teacher too, but not just for martial arts. He teaches the science of the black man. And there's some more brothers out there. So you got this white people because they putting some money behind it. They buying them equipment. And because he has a large following on YouTube, you know. But y'all know that a whole lot of brothers exposing him for swindling, you know. But he's still out here. That's strange right there. You know. Never did they charge the Honorable Elijah Muhammad with swindling. Now, young Pharaoh, he acted as though he was in the bedroom or behind closed doors with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad when allegations of child molestation or underage women having babies by underage women. Now use your common sense. Even I don't care how young you is. Even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder could see through this BS. If Elijah Muhammad was accused and even arrested for having babies by young, they could prove it, having babies by underage black women, and they could prove it, he would have been in worse shape than York, because back then they was more harder. And York got a 1,000 years. They probably would have tried to electrocute the Honorable Elijah Muhammad back in those days, and he calling white people devils and whatever too. This is a black light. This is to be continued. Don't mess around and let me get a lot of followers. I'll destroy this young brother.